Hi, I'm Patrick Regan. Welcome to Windows Tools, Part 10, Disk Management. During this video, we will cover the Disk Management Snap-in or console to manage disk, including creating volumes and formatting disk. We also use the Disk Cleanup tool. As always, stick around for the practice question at the end to test your knowledge and help you prepare for the A+ exam. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to click the like button, and if you have not already, subscribe to the Pat Has Your Back channel for more tech training content and technical know-how. Windows Disk Management is a built-in system utility used to perform advanced storage tasks on your computer. It provides a graphical interface to view and manage physical disk, internal and external, in the partitions or volumes within them. To open Disk Management, you can use one of the following methods. Right-click the Start button and select Disk Management from the Quick Link menu. Press Windows key +R, type diskmgmt.msc and press Enter, or type Disk Management in the Windows search bar and choose Create and Format Hard Disk Partitions. It is also part of the Computer Management Console. The tool allows you to perform several critical storage operations directly from your desktop, including create and format partitions, set up new hard drives or divide existing ones into multiple logical sections or volumes, resize volumes, where you shrink a partition to create unallocated space, or extend a volume to use available neighboring space. Assign drive letters, where you change or assign letters such as D or E:, to different drives or partitions. Initialize new disk, where you prepare a new unformatted disk so Windows can recognize and use it. You can also manage VHDs, where you can create, attach, or detach virtual hard disk files. Lastly, you can convert disk types, where you convert between different disk structures such as MBR and GBT, and between basic and dynamic disks. The utility is typically divided into two main sections. The top pane lists all recognized volumes with details like capacity, free space, and status, such as healthy or primary partition. And the bottom pane displays a graphical representation of physical disks showing how much space is allocated across partitions and any unallocated or unassigned space. Note, while powerful, disk management has limitations such as the inability to move certain system partitions or extend volumes if unallocated space isn't directly adjacent. For those specific tasks, users often turn to advanced command line tools like DiskPart or third-party software. To prepare a new drive for use, you must initialize it so that Windows can recognize its structure and then format it to create a usable volume. The steps will include Step 1, Open Disk Management, Step 2, Initialize the disk, and Step 3, Create and Format the volume. After you open Disk Management, right-click the disk number name, such as Disk 1, and select Initialize Disk. Then choose a partition style. GPT, short for GUID Partition Table, is recommended for modern systems and drives larger than 2 terabytes. MBR, short for Master Boot Record, is used only for older hardware or small legacy drives. When done, click OK, and the status should change to online with unallocated space. Master Boot Record, or MBR, and GUID Partition Table, or GPT, are methods for storing partition table on drives. GPT is the modern standard with systems that have UEFI firmware. It supports disks greater than 2 terabytes and supports more than 4 partitions. It stores multiple copies of the partition table, making it more robust against data corruption. MBR is systems with legacy BIOSes, which is limited to 2 terabytes and only supports 4 primary partitions. GPT offers superior reliability, faster booting, and is mandatory for installing and booting Windows 11. To create and format the volume, you would right-click the black bar labeled Unallocated and select New Simple Volume and click Next in the wizard. You would specify the size of the volume. By default, it will try to use all of the space for the volume, and you would click Next. You would then assign a drive letter and click Next. On the Format Partition page, you would select the file system such as NTFS and specify a volume label, which is just a name for the drive such as backup or games. By default, Quick Format is selected to help save time. Click Next, then Finish. In Disk Management, a quick format is a rapid formatting option that creates a new file system like NTFS or FAT32 and deletes the file table or index of a drive without scanning for bad sectors or erasing the actual data. It completes in less than a minute, making it ideal for clearing used drives, but does not securely wipe data. If changes are not automatically detected by disk management, such as plugging in a USB drive, you need to rescan the drive. To rescan the drive, you would right-click Disk Management and click Rescan Disk. Alternatively, you can open the Actions menu and click Rescan Disk. To extend a drive in Windows Disk Management, right-click the target partition and select Extend Volume, ensuring there's unallocated space directly to its right. To delete a partition or volume, right-click the partition or volume and click Delete Volume. Click Yes to confirm. When you delete a partition or volume, you will lose your data on that drive. To format a drive, you would right-click the drive and click Format. You would specify the volume label, the file system, or allocation unit size, and click OK. Click OK to confirm if you want to continue. You can also format a drive by right-clicking the drive in File Explorer and clicking Format. You will lose all data when formatting a drive. To change the drive letter, right-click the drive and click Change Drive Letter and Pass. Click the Change button. Select the new drive letter and click OK. Click Yes to continue. Basic disks are the standard most common storage type in Windows, using MBR or GPT partitioning to divide disks into simple, non-continuous volumes. They're ideal for basic desktop use, supporting multiple operating systems, and are easy to manage. A dynamic disk is an advanced storage configuration in Windows that uses the Logical Disk Manager or LDM database to manage data through volumes rather than traditional partitions. You should only use dynamic disk if you need specific advanced features not available on basic disk. Band volumes combines unallocated space from multiple physical drives into a single larger drive letter. Striped or RAID 0 spreads data across multiple disks to increase read-write speeds, but offers no data protection. Mirrored RAID 1 creates an exact copy of data on two disks for fault tolerance. RAID 5 distributes data and parity across three or more disks to balance performance and reliability. Flexible resizing allows you to extend a volume using unallocated space that is not immediately next to it on the disk. Note, dynamic disks are considered legacy, and Microsoft now generally recommends using Windows storage spaces from within Windows settings as a more modern alternative for pulling multiple drives and creating RAID-like setups. You should not initialize a drive if you believe it already contains data. Initializing a disk creates a new partition table, which will make your existing data inaccessible and likely lead to data loss. If a drive that was previously working suddenly appears as unknown or not initialized, it usually indicates a corrupted partition table, a connection issue, or a hardware failure, not that the drive is actually empty. You should check physical connections by swapping the USB or SATA cables and try a different port or another computer to rule out a faulty connection. Check if disk management correctly reports the drive's capacity. If it shows 0 megabytes or vastly incorrect, you should use partition recovery tools like test disk to search for and restore the original partition table without reinitializing. You should also consider using data recovery software where the partition table cannot be repaired, but you can use a deep scan tool like Disk Drill or Disk Genius to pull files off the uninitialized disk. Disk Cleanup is a built-in Windows utility that scans hard drives for unnecessary files such as temporary internet files, recycle bin items, and system cache. allowing users to safely delete them to free up storage space and improve system performance. It is accessed by searching for Disk Cleanup in the Start menu. Question: a user connected an external hard drive but is unable to see it as a destination to save files. Which of the following tools will allow the drive to be formatted? Answer: Disk Management. Question: you log on to a PC and insert an encrypted USB drive. When opening File Explorer, you cannot see the USB drive. Which of the following tools should you use to see all drives? Answer: diskmgmt. Question: a system drive is nearly full and you need to free up some space. Which of the following tools should you use? Answer: Disk Cleanup. Question: a user's system drive has low disk space. You think some upgrade files were never removed. Which of the following tools should you use to correct the issue? Answer: cleanmgr.exe. For more information, visit these sites. In summary, Windows Disk Management is a built-in system utility used to perform advanced storage tasks on your computer. It provides a graphical interface to view and manage physical drives, internal and external, and the partitions or volumes within them. To prepare a new drive for use, you must initialize it so Windows can recognize its structure and then format it to create a usable volume. Disk Cleanup is a built-in Windows utility that scans hard drives for unnecessary files such as temporary internet files, recycled bin items, and system cache, allowing users to safely delete them to free up storage space and improve system performance. Thank you for watching this video. The next video will be Windows Tools, Part 12, using Task Scheduler. If you like this video, click the like button, and if you have not already, subscribe to the Pat Has Your Back channel. Thank you.